Now, let's close our eyes. Be in a relaxed state. Allow yourself to hear and understand, but also see and experience as we share the unfolding of the order and structure of the cosmos from the infinite to the most manifest creation. And as we sit here in silence at this beautiful spot on earth, let us begin to center within ourselves and sense that we are awake. Now, take some deep breaths of this pure, life-filled air, and allow your diaphragm to expand as you inhale through your nose, and then exhale fully through your mouth. And as you inhale, see your entire mind and body being filled with the life and light and energy around us. And as you exhale, see yourself becoming completely relaxed, and all stresses and all negativity leaving your mind and your body, and being swept away in the wind and cleansed by the infinite wisdom of Mother Earth. With each breath, bring in a new and higher level of energy and awakeness. And with each expiration, dive deeper in a state of complete silence and relaxation, and release yourself of any limitations or negativity. Let them be swept away in the vastness and the purifying influence of Earth. Feel yourself breathing with Mother Earth as she gives us this air and as she takes from us the breath as we exhale. And breathe in the conscious life and light of this infinitely wise Mother, and release into the earth all of your worries and concerns, all of your pain and suffering, and find yourself in a state of perfect equanimity and peace. Now, very gently, without straining the mind, allow yourself to observe your own breath as it goes in and out, as you are in a perfect state of quiet and peace. And as you are observing your breath, gently see the awake mind that is watching the breath. See it as steady and ever present. What is watching the breath? See that there is an awakeness within yourself that is steady and unchanging, observing all things, peaceful. And as you see your breath rising and falling, going in and out in this beautiful, peaceful state, you also see that the mind that is watching quietly is an infinite ocean of awakeness. Now we dive into this vast ocean and allow ourselves to go very, very deeply into quiet and peaceful conscious mind that observes all things. And we behold that the breath of our life, the sounds around us, the thoughts that rise and fall and come and go within the mind, all that we hear and see and feel and touch and know is now submerged in this vast ocean of awakeness. And very gently, we go ever more deeply, diving into that awake mind. And we see that even our individuality, that which we call I, ourselves, is but a window, now a very clear and pure window, through which this infinite light of awareness is shining. And in this moment we see, as we dive now more deeply into this ocean of consciousness, that it is an awake, infinite, single, omnipresent field of awakeness, as it shines through our own individuality. And it is this awakeness which enables us to watch our breath, to hear the sounds, to see the sights, to observe the thoughts, and to even apprehend our own selves. Leaving, then, this small self behind, let us dive completely in freedom as we would into an infinite ocean, into this beautiful and infinite conscious mind. And we see then that we are awake, and that this awakeness is a singularity, always indivisible, shining within all beings. And that every one of us sitting here together, and every being on earth, and every being in the cosmos, is awake by this same unbroken, indivisible light of consciousness, the mind in its unbounded and infinite true nature. Then, soaring on the wings of this infinite mind, as we would through the vastness of a fathomless ocean, we see that each of us is one, and that this silent, absolute, infinite, and eternal awake being is standing within all things, shining within each atom, moving every photon, illuminating every soul, shining from every star. And as we see in this instant that the entirety of creation and all that exists is this same awakeness, shining, moving, phasing in unique shapes and forms, it is all one. It is indivisible. It is eternal. Within the field of this absolute awakeness, we see that because it is beyond space, it is infinite, and because it is not bound by any point in time, it is eternal. And yet in its fullness, without division, it is present at every point in space and every point in time. And in this we see the state of divine perfection, perfect harmony and oneness. And being thus centered in this awakeness which is infinite, we begin to explore the structure of the cosmos. And we see that this omnipresent awakeness and the infinite manifest creation are perfectly one. And yet within the sphere of that which is relative, there are distinctions. Being then established in this infinite cosmic mind, let us gaze into the finest level of its manifestation as this infinite being and this eternal mind, through the operation of its own will, takes on the form of the Creator. Moving then within the realm of infinity, the Creator aspect of this infinite mind and being exists as the primal source that manifests and maintains the entire universe and the entire creation. And the first emanation from this infinite and absolute mind is a sound, a thought, the sound vibration of which has within it the seed sound and idea of all that has been, all that is, and all that will be. And from this primal thought, issuing forth from the infinite and divine oneness of the conscious being, of the divine mind, we see the cosmos becoming manifest and differentiated. And from this primal thought, issuing forth from the morn of eternity, we see within this primal thought and sound the thought and seed idea for all things, all places, all ideas, all structures, all forms, all sounds, all that can be and will ever be and ever was in the entirety of creation.